2019, 2023, and 2024. You think the goth side talks to her like the Green Goblin mask? Just finished my first puzzle. This is easy. Bad conversation starter. Hey, good conversation starter. Construction sites are so shy. Let me see. No way they named 2 streets after me in Dubai. Loyal Street, Ferocious Gay Street, Handsome and Humble Street. My sister gave my sweater to an ostrich. Where the hell did you just find an ostrich? There goes my plans for today. No diving. The swear jar and the jar. Men with Android should get 0 women. Like, you don't care enough that your picture quality is trash. How are you gonna care about our relationship? Okay. She either got divorced or got married to Grape. We are not driving behind this, bro. Final destination. Someone is selling a B2 stealth bomber on Facebook Marketplace. The Air Force says the listing is bogus. Yeah, they tell you that because they don't want you to buy it. You ever realize that your love language is just what you liked as a kid? Trampoline. Roommates found out I have a phobia of balloons. Guess what I found on my bed? This is mean. This is the one good thing about rinsing. I have Arcu on my bicycle, so I can get hit by one car and not die. So it's like a totem of undying. The small dog barks despite knowing the consequences. Created a new number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What would we even name it? Barricade. I found a homemade electric chair while exploring an abandoned building in Croatia. I will be going to Croatia next week. Maybe I don't find something like this. Know what sin is. Doesn't know what sin is. Partakes. Doesn't partake. When you catfish your teacher for 5 months as a handsome business owner who lives in Dubai and put his full name as your Kahoot name and stare at her like this when I try to stop bro from fighting and then we hear, yeah, listen to your boyfriend. And it's a 2v1. We're so lost. Why do I recognize this map? Imagine your Redditor dad making you wear this. Jumping out the pram. People in the 1920s. I lost my house, my job, and all my savings. I'm ruined. People in 2020. I never had any of those. And we will never. Not in this economy. Ubisoft is better than Rockstar. I started a war. The war in your head. Yeah, no one replied to you. I bought a 24 pack of crayons. I'm about to have so much joy. Finished. Sorry for not reminding you to drink water recently. Life has been tough, but now you just reminded me. Whose name is Toblerone? They named their kid Toblerone because they would get free Toblerone for life. What do they have? Sorry for the inconvenience. We currently have no pizza, no pasta, and no breadsticks. We have nothing. Eat dirt. Laptop using hotspot from phone. Phone providing internet to laptop. Phone plugged into laptop. Laptop providing power to phone. Yes, I believe in love. The Trinity. Say cheese. They finally named a street after my ex. Psychopath. Imagine getting jumped by some Egyptians and one of them says, I didn't ask. You like your own tweets. And you do the deed on carpets. Shut up. So you watched? When a dude in Denver almost hit my car and then yelled at me, watch it, pronouns. When the AI takeover happens, please make my death quick and painless. Preference saved. Canada sucks because half the country speaks French and the other half lets them. Wear a hat, they said. It protects you from the sun, they said. Set up. Punchline. Nah, punchline is crazy. Punchline, Scalabuji. Punchline got me crying. Japanese isekai. I am an average loser transported into a JRPG full of hot cat girls and elves. American isekai. There's an Egyptian god trying to kill us. What do we do? Nuke. Unk pulled up in a rough draft. Fun fact, blueberries are the only fruit named after a color. Green. Not a fruit. Good try though. Sure about that. It is green. Bro, did you study? No, I didn't. I got 4 out of 50 and he got 3 out of 50. Went here and everyone knew you. Gay street. Things that 9-year-old me thought are everyday dangers. Bermuda Triangle. Black holes. Quicksand. Falling anvils. Piranhas. Yo, screw this Airbnb. Someone's trapped in your floor. Are you guys getting tons of snow? Yeah, I'm lying in bed watching it fall. It's so pretty. Get up and go make some money. Saw this at the park the other day. If garlic was a person. Having the imposter syndrome. Being the imposter. Used the bathroom at school. It ain't that bad. They done had a war. How it feels to hate the dude everybody likes. When bro is getting kidnapped and looks at me for help, but I remembered how he used to ignore the reels I sent him. I can't wait for it to be Wikipedia. Is it 2026? No, it is not 2026. Wikipedia is an upcoming year, not the present year. Thinking about putting these in one basket. Do you think hummingbird moths are like fairies to shrimp? When the hero is about to fall off a cliff, his friend who disappeared at the beginning of the movie, who was supposedly dead, yeah, he just turns up. Look at my crown, guys. Wow, it's cool. Can I try it on? Okay, here you go. Man, I wish there was a way to smell awful, feel awful, cover my entire house in tar, waste thousands of dollars, hurt everyone around me, and slowly end my life. Cigarettes. Thanks. You deserve it. Take up to 0% off your next order. Okay, this is frying me. Bro is onions. Me, when people give me verbal instructions, instead of physically showing me. I thought people who learn programming are supposed to be smart. What's a fork? What's a branch? What does pipe mean? Rubber duck to talk to. Canada was definitely running out of ideas for street names. That street, the other street, this street. The genie when he grants me a sixth wish out of sheer curiosity, and I wish for a sixth beer. Bought my son some of these reusable water balloons, and he labeled them with his sister's names. Don't touch these, I need these for later. Why is my DoorDasher in Atlanta? Me if I was in 2600 BC. Organized my Sony Angel display today, when you have to mess around with your bike and your hands end up really oily. Don't like this at all. A woodpecker's tongue loops around its head, helping to protect its brain from the force of repeated pecking. I can't wait for Shrek's other kids to show up in the movie and they just look like this. Do it jiggle? I'm not sure what you mean by do it jiggle. Could you clarify what you're referring to? Your butt. Hey, let's keep it chill. My butt's not up for debate. You see this watch? This watch costs more than your car. How do you respond without sounding poor and mad? Breaking it and then running. Is it so wrong to just want attractive characters? You can cook. Stand proud. This thing had a nose ring, I swear to God. I remember that too. Where has it gone? Bet you've never seen a triple decker before. Imagine giggling in the dark with 8 of your closest bros here. Went for a walk. What does this sign mean? No dancing. Especially not the default dance. You get thrown into the water. Me, watching my boyfriend ruin a 7-year relationship just... What do you mean ruin? 7 years? Yeah, if you cheat on me 7 years, I'm still breaking up with you. I don't care. So many memes now are just bait. So this happened? Your hat is so cute. I know. Who the hell says I know to a compliment? People with anxiety? Do you guys mess with my haircut? No. Guy on the subway this morning talking to ChatGPT like it's his girlfriend. Didn't realize these people actually exist. We're beyond cooked. We've always been cooked. I know he will never forget me because my name is a month. Sunday? Some dude said Sunday. So many likes. Superglue GPS tracker to bicycle. Leave it unlocked in front of my apartment. Wait for people to steal it. Chase them in my car. Get out and beat them up. Take their wallets. Repeat. I made $800 in a month doing this. It seems like a good hobby. Had that dream again where I'm a pterodactyl but can't fly too good and all the other pterodactyls call me terrible dactyl and dinosaur laugh at me. Most people will go their entire life without ever knowing what the lines on the bath towel actually means. I don't know what it means. The boycott must be working because what is this? I trained every day for 3 months to be able to perform this live. Getting 3 jobs so my neat hikikomori chud can game in schizo post all day. Like a lioness hunting for her lion. People when fossil fuel waste is stored in the air they breathe. People when nuclear waste is stored in indestructible sealed caskets. Minecraft YouTubers when they hit 10 million subscribers. 10 million subscribers! And there's also a different path they could take. A very different path. Ladies, what are we reading before bed? Need recommendations for when I finish this. Pond and river. Learning. Chips. Chips are thin slices or pieces of various materials, often used in electronics for processing and storage. Not sure. Trying to pull you inside of my cocoon. Grow with me. Watch us grow. As for the 68th guy, I choked him to death with my left foot, but the most unforgettable was 69. Bill Gates allegedly pursued women at work, hooked up with at least one. Rich dudes getting with women ain't news. I swear that zebra from Madagascar is trapped inside my door. I'm sick of people calling me crazy for it. It's very skinny now. Marty has went through surgery. I knew it. University of Chicago study finds tooth sensitivity may be linked to ancient fish. Has anyone ever used separate art from the artist in reference to a good person making really bad art? Friends in bands in college. Send me pictures without clothes. Delete after looking. I know it's your favorite toy, but there's no replayability. Where are the roguelike elements that ensure each playthrough is different from the last? This is why I love cats. They don't mind. They're not as picky. Actually, Tinkerbell's pretty picky with her food. Me on my day off, rearranging my whole room. Responded to a work message while I was playing with my dog, and the voice text kept going. Hey, are you good to set the ET? Yep, that works great. Let's schedule it. Hey Stinky, hi Stinky, hi Stinky, Stinky, I love you baby. You get 100 million, but you can't measure your ceiling fan for 3 days. Would you do it? Why didn't you keep your books in your backpack? True. Years later, why didn't you keep the money in your wallet? True. You never learn. The beautiful beaches of Seattle. When GTA 6 is 99% complete and something slimy touches your foot. The snail, bro. Ain't nobody gonna check on my man's pool. Things in Star Wars that I want to get inside of. You see guys, no one is is talking about Yoda. This is just a normal meme. Imagine if Rivals added this function. Imagine if most games added this function. Employed or unemployed. You get more XP if you're employed, okay? You don't have as much time to play. Arthur Morgan. People will see a horse and think Arthur. Average strongman pro versus a gorilla. Hey bro, I've graduated. Oh, congrats. Proud of you. Now my studies are finally over. Don't you have something to say to me? What? Leave it. It's nothing. Should have been we graduated. Tier list of grapes I just ate. I'm seeing a trend with the S. They look glossy. Did you put them in the fridge? I think the one in C, the one on the first one C, left side, that should be in D. How it feels knowing your name will never be on a Coca-Cola bottle. What currency will look like in 50 years from now? Thank you for completing all 6 interview rounds, 3 take-home projects, and 5 online assignments as part of our hiring process. Unfortunately, my body is a machine that turns apply now into unfortunately, we will not be moving forward with your application. Sure, Chicken Caesar, but does Chicken hear her? Does he understand her? Restaurant where we went today without you. The most scary eel ever. Did you guys know only 5% of the ocean has been explored? Imagine all the crazy stuff we haven't seen yet. Godzilla is real. There just needs to be a World War III, Godzilla will turn up and he'll make everyone stop fighting. This probably feels so good if you're a river. Bruh. That's 5H is too much, buddy. And now you have 2 options presented before you. You can either correct your spelling and have lost 1 downvote, mine that I just cast, or you can choose to leave your bastardized form of the English language on exhibition and get a few hundred downvotes. Since you only have 2k karma and 2 years on Reddit, I recommend you choose wisely. Got downvoted into oblivion. Pretty sure he was being sarcastic. Did no one get it? I hope he's being sarcastic. Please, girls, one at a time. 14%. Concept art for Ronald McDonald's family in a DreamWorks movie that never got off the ground. Is it gay for a man to open his blinds in the morning to let sunlight in? Hell yeah, that's gay. The US will stop making new pennies by 2026. It costs almost 3 cents to make a single penny. These can't be my only options. You're gonna go to the naked pig, the horny ram, or the flying thing. The peepee. Gotta go to the naked pig. I'm not going to the flying peepee when the teacher asks for your name, but ChatGPT servers are down. How the 4 grimiest dishes you've been soaking for hours wait for you in the sink? Friends. Bro, wanna go to the garden later and get some pollen? Okay, but I can only stay for a couple. Me, 6 hours later, 12 flowers deep. Babe, we have guests. Bring out the fine china. I wonder if I've woken up at every time, or am I missing a few like 4:37 p.m. Go to online shopping site. See things I like. They cost how much? Get an idea. Order them. Cancel right after. Select found cheaper elsewhere. Rinse and repeat. And then they lower their prices and that's when you strike. Good thing I put the wipers up. How can I turn these rocks into digital ghosts who haunt me at every turn? I got a date in 3 hours. I'm screwed. Jokes. You know what's bigger than a tuna? A threener. Do not foam it. You're not insulation. People are spraying spray foam insulation in their body? Okay. Where would you even wear this to? Rat electrocution ceremony. Marathons and rock climbing are the hobbies of the spiritually lost. They throw themselves at walls and run exhausting distances to silence the fact they don't know the first thing about themselves. What's 3 plus 2? What's 3 minus 2? I think they're both nice and satisfying. I eat a lot of gnocchi with olives, red pepper, and good olive oil. Most do not do this. Big problem. Taylor Swift grabbing a glass of water in the middle of the night when you're the only one naked at the gender reveal party. Come on, dude. If you're in your car and you're about to get out of the car to enter the party and you see everyone else is dressed, do not get out of the car. Not gonna lie, kind of glad I don't have legs when I run this thing. You are not. You liar. Explain this then. When a monkey shares some wisdom with you. Ooh, yeah. Anyone else see this in this tablet? Maybe they were onto something. Nice argument. However, I have already portrayed myself as the perfectly balanced 50-50 hog, and you and your friend as the grossly misshapen 70-30 and 30-70% hogs. Depths of Google Maps browsing. Town in the Arabian desert with a school attended by djinn. School is nice, but the problem is that school starts at only 8 p.m. and ends before the dawn call to prayer. The teachers are 5 meters tall, and the students are estimated to have special abilities in which they can penetrate walls. A nice school, but I saw students studying at night. To be honest, they're good. It is true that they are 2 meters tall, but they have good manners. They greet me every time I see them, but I cannot look at them. It's nice, but the teachers are all djinn. The students are all djinn, and they're 2 meters tall. Say brick. Say you have a little peepee. Say home. Home. Drops their IP address. Mr. Beast. Life is so much easier when you're broke. Screw you, bro. Give me all your money, Beast. Man's walking. Man is walking. He's walking. The moon is actually more useful than the sun, since the moon gives us us light at night when it's dark. The sun only gives us light in the day when it's already bright. Me googling the most common knowledge just to make sure it didn't randomly change. Ah yes, 2 times 2. When I remember on my 14th birthday, I blew out the candles and said I wished for the members of BTS to impregnate me in front of my... The US could not waterboard this info out of me. The last thing the Skinwalker sees after disguising itself as my wife. I didn't know it was a Skinwalker. The guy on the left recalls discovering his sweetheart was cheating during a parachuting trip. He's content to die, haunted by this memory. The guy on the right is sad about dying, unable to spend more time on the computer. Explaining Doctor Who to someone, it's about time. Grey dude playing with a huge yellow ball, who's bald. Restaurants should have a menu option called The Ret that lets you scurry around and eat leftovers people won't finish. The waiter could ask guests if they would like a box or if they would like to send it to The Ret. I love cold showers. How did the mirror fog up if you took a cold shower? She says that she loves cold showers, not that she has had a cold shower. If she had a cold shower, she would have said so. Even if she does enjoy cold showers, would it not be contradictory for me to say I love mustard and then show a picture of a bottle of ketchup? That is an unrelated hypothetical to the dilemma at hand. To engage with such would be to engage with a fallacy. You can't object on the grounds of relevancy here. The principle of both situations is the same. He's just illustrating the situation to prove that it's deceptive. Are you claiming my client is a liar? I'm simply saying that one can see in Exhibit A that she is not above attaching deceptive imagery to her statements, letting the record reflect that you brought up the word liar. My client has already stated that she bathed in hot water and then bathed in cold water. You failed to consider that both could be the case, yet didn't hesitate to say she's above deceptive imagery, looking wildly unprofessional. At no point did she imply that she bathed in hot water. Her statement only implies that her water transitioned from hot to cold. I must say, no shower control system I've ever encountered starts on hot and moves to cold. You failed to consider the possibility that she took a hot shower, disliked it, and then took a cold shower to make up for it, thus only enjoying the cold shower. If she knows that she loves cold showers, why on earth would she start with a hot one? There's no way she would wait the time required for the water to heat up if she knew she disliked hot water. Where is it stated that she knew that she dislikes hot showers? Not only is that information trivial, it's also ignoring the possibility that she wanted to try out a hot shower to see if she still disliked hot showers. If it was hot then cold, wouldn't the cold water have unfogged the mirror? That's not how it works. Yes it is! The cold water would unevaporate it. That is enough. The prosecution has a point, but neither side have enough evidence to support their claims. This trial shall be postponed until sufficient evidence has been gathered. Adjourned. Boyfriends are fighting. I thought we would have a hot clip of them this month. It's loading apparently. The beach and Kevin in my throat. This is... Okay, Keith, you can't just be saying that, bro. What are you guys doing if one of these land on your shoulder? I'm screaming. I think I would faint. This is making me hot just thinking about it. Hell no. The wings as well would be so loud. Oh, they'd be massive. That is terrifying. Mummy goes private for her birth instead of using the NHS. Okay, if you're British, maybe other people understand. Why didn't they go to the vet? Genuine question, mate. When you went into journalism, did you think this is how it would pan out? AI can guess passwords with 93%. Okay, I don't believe this. No way. How do you know which key sounds like on my keyboard? Because everyone has different keyboards and everyone types differently. I hate you and I hope you die. I like to provide good discounts and customer service for my gamers in any way we can. Why is it like this? In my class, professor tells me I'm oppressed because I'm a woman and Asian. I say who cares? Teach engineering. I pay much money to learn good education. Stop wasting time to be stupid. I pay money to learn math, not PP this, not that, oppressed this, victim that.